yeah, I go up. We influence, yeah, see me moving, yeah, I glow up. Every time I show up, I can flip my switch out. They act like they know us, but they ain't no dog, I'm big dog. Asking if it's still a flex, say they better go ask Booyah. Never think I'm gon' check, better pull up like whoa. Come to place and I'm the best, I ain't worried about none who y'all. 24, no rest, stand on business, I'm too tall. Thought you was a threat, I do real life, do no tip attack. On the internet, we don't do that, see I've been a threat, and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way, I'm cashing checks, I don't owe no debts. I've been through that, see you SOS. SOS, SOS, see you SOS. Need a life vest, need no mic check. SOS, 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 see you SOS. We don't talk checks, we get to it. All in for the jackpot. Every time I want the last shot, championship ring. Ranking started from a mascot, went to rollies from a G-Shock. Brand new kettle, no teapot. You should know I don't play. Go sicko mode like I'm T-Scott. Eagle vision from the treetops. Went to image from a green dot. Never had no limit, but I had some Reeboks. Keep it humble, but the fees not. In the game, no free spots, but I earn what's mine. Nothing less, I'ma shine. SOS, thought you was a threat. I do real life, do no tip attack. On the internet, we don't do that. See, I've been a threat, and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way, I'm cashing checks. I don't owe no debts, I've been through that. See you SOS, SOS, SOS. See you SOS, need a life vest, need no mic check. SOS, SOS, SOS. See you SOS, we don't talk checks, we get to it.
Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. At all the way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop.
Good morning all. Happy Friday to everyone. Hope we are good. Yes, sir. See all systems go. Everything does look like it is working well here, which is what we want. And yeah, let's get it. Perfect. Happy Friday to everyone. Last day of the month. Not trading today. Oh, that's interesting. What's the reason for that? End of month or something? Taking off? What's your plan? But respect. Here for the vibes. You know, we always got the vibe. Had a good month? Yeah, that's sensible, man. Congrats. Opportunity is opportunity, in my opinion. But I'm not here to try anything, not trying to be smart today, per se, you know? So, BTC is crushing. Yeah, we'll have a chat about Bitcoin here. Got below my level, and yeah, I'll speak about what I expect. Potentially bear market coming. So, or currently, basically could consider in. So, we're going to speak about all of this. First, I want to see the calendar. I do remember there was something today. What was it? Yeah. Did they give us a time for this? I wonder if they give us on Financial Juice the time. $12, Spanish 12. Yeah, I think we're okay. 1 o'clock. Frankfurt open 55 minutes after London, 1 hour after London. Yeah, we're okay. So let's have a look at the analysis here. 17 on juice. Okay, that's good. Oops, wrong tab. Oh, there we go. Much better. We have this retail sales is fine. Yeah, 5 o'clock. Perfect. Yeah, that's good. 11 o'clock, a little bit of stuff, and then, yeah. Perfect. 11:45, we have French. It's not too much. 12:55, we need to be careful, 12:55. Unemployment rate comes out 12:55. So basically our window is just before open after Frankfurt, and then before 1 o'clock here. So good to check that. Let's have a look at the analysis here and take it from there. So we're going to start off with GJ on the daily time frame. Daily time frame tried to break towards the upside of the range, came back down, and now it's hovering back in the range. I mean, you can't fake it. 4-hour time frame is done something insane. Check this out. We have 4-hour time frame breakout, break back in, breakout, and now break back in again almost. So insane. It's just made a bigger range essentially. So bias is inherently mixed here. The thing is, we don't want to get back in this range, man. This range is disgusting. It just gets worse and worse. I mean, ideally, buying from bottom of range, selling from top has been profitable. Even yesterday, when it looked like it was going to break out, we did get news. This was done quite a lot by news here. This option would have been the continuation option. Now, what are we seeing? Well, we're seeing price and mixed bias just trying to get back inside of the range. There could be a buy option if we were to see structure formed here. Sells do look better in my opinion. But it's not going to be the best option. The reason why is we hit our 4-hour target. So, you know, this could be the lows of the range yet again, right? And now we can start to bounce towards the upside. Without resistance form, it's actually creating a support from the bottom of the range, right? It's creating a support from the bottom of the range. So we have to be careful with that. Likewise, it could also reject from the high. So as long as we're in this type of range, GJ is not going to be the cleanest pair here. But in saying that, yesterday we saw a very nice move around London open here. So if we can get a resolution to a side, so we're seeing something look a little bit more bullish, something look a little bit more bearish, then that is going to basically give us a good heads up of what to look for here. See what I need to mark. Mark this for our support here. Same as the 1 hour. 30 minutes clean till here. 15 is a mess. Looks nice to sell below here, but then you have a 4 hour sitting there, right? That's why it's really important to do your markup. Yeah, I'm gonna let more price action develop here. I'm gonna see. I'm both open to sells. I prefer the sells than a buy, but we hit target, which is really reducing my probabilities here by a lot. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how price action forms here, and then I can develop more of a bias for buys as well. Maybe above the daily flip here is gonna make more sense. About 24 pips, 21 pips. Definitely enough range. Yeah, back above that 1 hour. I think that's where your buys would make sense, back above this 1 hour here. Otherwise, this could just be a retest zone, right? Could retest here and reject down. So we're going to watch that. We're going to watch how that develops. Let's move on to gold here. See what gold is doing. So gold continuing down. This is all from the dollar strength we've been seeing here with Trump's tariffs here. So dollar had a bounce from its zone here. We're seeing lack of, so kind of found the support at that 106. We're seeing lack of basically fundamental drivers for gold, like tensions or stuff that's going to make people put money in safe haven assets. So we've seen a sell-off here so far on gold. We are reaching close towards daily supports here. If we look at previous daily, obviously is closing bearish here. It did close above previous daily support. We are very, very, very close to tapping the current daily support. 4 hour time frame also closing bearish, so it is a bearish session at the bottom of the range. Pretty much a very hard place to sell lows, right? It's going to be hard to sell the lows here, because when you sell the lows, you're selling into supports, right? So we want pullbacks, which has sort of happened already here, which is quite nice. 30-minute is still working on a pullback. 15-minute corrected. Yeah, this looks pretty good here in terms of if we're going to try attempt sells. Now, we do have to keep in mind that it's very late in the move here. We did tap 4 hour support. I mean, textbook wise, a sell below here would make sense if we're going to continue down bearish. One thing that does make me a bit scared is we end up in a scenario like yesterday, where we do have this consolidation and randomly resolve this range really quickly. That's the only thing that I'm concerned about, is if we see a repeat here where we just consolidate. I would prefer to see a liquidity grab up like this fail, maybe retest into this wick zone, and then take the sells would give me a lot more confidence. We need a pretty good close somewhere around here. It's 26 pip range, not the biggest range as well. Lot of 5-minute support sitting here as well. That's one other thing. We could just end up stuck in that 5-minute support. So to be honest, if we see a little fake out, would be better here to get those sells. Now the buys, you know, counter trend, it wouldn't be crazy. You wouldn't be nuts trying to buy out of this zone for at least a bounce, but that would be going against bias, trying to see what I can do to break bias. Ideally, this 1 hour closes bearish, next one closes bullish would be the start of where I can look to break bias. I mean, you would be looking for this bounce play here. I'd need to see that develop. It is a big range, but I don't want to be the first person to buy and then price just ends up faking out like I originally planned for, and the sells play out one more time to that daily support, and then we look to play out the buy. So I want to see how that forms. And we're going to see DAX here. So DAX is very interesting. We've also pulled back here. Traditional stonks have also done that, so it's in line with the stonk market. And you know, US 30 moving down as well. We'll look at that at a higher time frame, like a daily. You can see pushing down on US 30, double top there. We're seeing SPX stonk also creating resistance, and we're seeing basically NAS having more of a resolution. Now what's interesting, NAS at a potential bounce low, SPX very close to potential bounce low, US 30 very close, not as close as what's this, SPX and NAS. Now DAX pretty close as well towards a daily support we created the previous day. But what do we have that we have not had in a freaking long time on DAX? A very, very long time. Daily lower high. So the last time we had a daily lower high is going to be in December here, which is last year basically. So a couple of months ago is the only time we've been able to form a daily lower high, which ultimately led into buys. Doesn't mean we're full bearish, but it will give me confidence that once we leave this low, we should be expecting to retest into this zone. Once we retest into this zone, we'll come back to it and see, okay, what happens. Do we start to bounce from here, create supports? Could be great higher time frame positions, continuing our higher time frame bias on DAX. So looking at that, we should mark our daily support here, as this would be max target for sells today, obviously, because it's what we have in front of us until proven otherwise and we get below it. In terms of 4 hour time frame, pushing bearish. We haven't had a pullback for 6 candles. I would say this 1 hour, this candle here is going to be one of the last candles before I'd expect some sort of pullback. 7 candle magic number. Nothing really to mark on 4 hours, same as daily. 1 hour time frame, we're just making lower high, lower low. We have a bit of an LTA here, which is nice. Obviously bearish bias today, sells only would make sense. Nice LTA here to daily support. So I feel like today would be an attack to daily support. That would be the goal, is to try attack that daily support. Obviously we can have continuation plays here below the lows as a setup 1 option. Same nice big LTA there. A little bit earlier option I would maybe consider is something below here, but this is going to be very dependent on what time we close. We need a pretty good close as well. Let's see what they're saying on 5. Yeah, I think that could also make sense below here for sells. Back down to here and then potentially continue. 11 minutes till the open for that. We have a little bit of news at the open, so right at the open we're going to get a good idea. But we need to wait for something closing below there. We have technically broken this type of structure, which you can see if we break first structure here, it didn't do much. It just ended up rejecting, so that can still happen. Did we retest this wick? Yeah, we just about retest the wick, so we have retested something. Something we've retested. I'd be a bit concerned if this retested nothing. I'd feel like then we can retest a little bit higher. For now though, if we do start pulling back, I would need more information to take the sells, but for buys at the moment right now, end of month here, rebalancing of portfolios, I'm not seeing a very strong case. Yeah, I more see this flipping the weekly, if you ask me, man. If I'm being honest, I see this flipping the weekly. You know, I'm not seeing the strongest case for buys just yet. That could change with one 4-hour candle closing back in the 4-hour range. The minute that happens, NY could buy up a little bit. But honestly, I don't want to be the first person to buy just yet. Nice thing is we have plenty of sell room. Even like there's plenty of days of sells. There's plenty of days of buys as well ahead of us. So both directions that DAX ends up going has opportunity. So I don't need to be the first person buying, and I don't think we're ready to call this a low. So yeah, this is what I'm looking for today. This is what I'm looking for today on all 3 pairs. And that's my analysis. So I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. You guys know the drill. Last day of the month. Let's see if we get something and can end it strong. And then we pick it up from next month. So looking forward. Let's see what we can do, and hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. You know the drill. Leave a like on the stream. Get the likes up to 100 likes. I would appreciate that. And yeah, let's go. I'm in GJ buys. If you're following your plan, well done. Make sure you have stop loss, all of that stuff. Caught GJ pips last night, sold at 190. Nice. Big move. Is there high manipulation with GJ due to popularity? Not really. GJ is not a very popular pair. People on the internet, it may seem a popular pair, but if you look at reality, like the most popular pair is Euro USD, GBP USD. These are more popular, like much more trading volume happening on that. Gold is a hell lot more popular than something like GJ. Could BTC go lower? We'll let a few more people come in and then we'll talk about BTC here. Make sure to leave a like and all that good stuff. Get the people in as fast as possible. Last day of the month, it's now time, full margin for millions or nothing. Correct, correct. Go big or go home. How do we know we are psychologically ill? Relax, brother. Relax, relax. Psychologically ill. Holy shit. Man is... how do you know you're psychologically ill is that you decided to trade. That is definitely going to add to your psychological illness. Definitely need to check yourself after becoming a trader. Definitely not healthy. Moment you join TS. You're not ill, brother. You're not ill. Psychology is overhyped. It's overhyped. Realize that most of your psychological issues happen off the charts, and situations on the chart cause emotions. You know? Situations on the chart cause emotions, which make you have emotion reactions. That's it. But honestly, it's overhyped because most of your psychological issues will be two things. You either FOMO, a lack of discipline, or lack of risk management. Three things. That's it. That's it. That's it. Three things. The rest is normal. Peter in the house? Yeah, we can see. So let's talk about Bitcoin here. Let's do Bitcoin analysis here. Actually, we should let a few more people come in actually, because I'm gonna get asked this. So we'll need to let get at least 400 people in here. Otherwise, they're gonna ask me. It's only 200 something people in here on the low today. I just watched your risk management videos. I just want to say thank you, man. You are the best. Gonna binge watch your YouTube. Enjoy, enjoy. Thanks for watching. Dax, can we take setup to 1 hour? Let's have a look. Yeah, it would be the same as the 15 closing below here, right? Would be the same setup. Oh, I like it with 5-minute structure as well. Will Bitcoin rise again? In the future, I do expect that asset to continue to rise in the future, yes. Short term? Probably no. There'll be bounces though. No top wick on this 5, so hopefully it makes one and then closes below. 3 minutes here for the close below. I don't think the stream is gonna get 500 viewers like we used to, because there was a good percentage of them that are not subscribed. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. You only have to be a subscriber to use the chat, not to watch the stream. You can watch the stream without being a subscriber, but it's just to use the chat. Like, most of them don't chat anyways. We don't have 500 people chatting at once. Can we look at Euro USD? Sales look super clean. Not familiar in trading this pair myself. I mean, it's majority the same strat here. It's just a different pair, right? Daily close below, 4-hour close bullish at support. So yeah, no sells until you get below this support for sure, 100%. Yeah, it does look clean once it gets below. Some sort of change of structure as well would be good. What keyboard you have? Razer Black Widow. German news 3 minute. Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't mess up my trade on DAX. It's not very big German news though. So hopefully it just creates a top wick for us and I can take sells. Import prices and retail sales. Only orange. Hopefully it's not enough to do anything crazy. Need to wait for DAX spread to go down? Yeah, that will happen once we start to make a top wick. Gonna see watch spread here, and then at the same time you can execute. Or it closes above, guys. It's possibility to close above. S above wick or above the range? Above wick. Because of this, see this structure here? Because if it's closing back in this structure, I feel like I'm cooked anyways. Alright, looking like it's closing above. So I need to wait here. 41 seconds. You know, DAX last second likes to do some business. So I'm not going to make any decisions till I actually see the actual close here. But high chance it's actually going to close above. So we have to wait. But you never know. You never know with DAX. But yeah, last 20 seconds. Getting more probability we close back, but this is how closure is keeping you safe for that, you know, it's keeping you safe instead of breaking the low and you enter the trade and then you're screwed. I'd say a 5 is going to be okay to take this trade because we have a 1 hour confirmation. Oh man, news ruined our range, bro. Are you kidding me, news? How terrible is that of news? Man, news always be taking my range. Let's see what the news came out as. $3.5, good numbers. Spread going crazy before news, I saw it. It's still high, the spread, because since it was news, the spread still hasn't calmed down. I still have high spread. Look, immediately flip back, huh? It's okay, we still have the range below here, so I'm not too worried. We still have 2 ranges. Also, nothing actually happened. When I saw dumping, I was scared it would just start melting. That's the only thing I was scared about. But now that we've retraced, it's okay. If anything, we can also fill this wick a little bit later. Almost always retracing, tempting to buy reverse at the peak. The problem is how you're going to time that buy with spread. Timing the buy is what's tough for me. You know, because okay, if it reverses, but where do you time the buy? Very hard to time that. This not going to pop up a few pips and then continue down. Which direction should good German numbers push price? On DAX it's different because it will do a little whipsaw normally. Because it's not really affected because, you know, the DAX is a group of companies that really operate internationally. Why does Bitcoin and gold go down the same? Well, gold's reason going down is lack of fundamental drivers for, you know, tensions or uncertainty to cause it to go up, and also dollar strength. We also failed to close the 15 below here on gold for a sell. 30 minute did close bearish though, so if the 15 does close, it's gonna support it. 1 hour close at support. I'd still prefer the 15. 5 could close below here to give a sell, but getting tighter and tighter on the range. About 15 pips then. 14, 15 pips. Previous 4 hour support, yeah, we tapped it already, so I'm not too... I have my support here at 60. That's where my support here is on 60 on this broker. Not sure how it would look on another broker. You made DAX famous. You used to be part of a group before. What? Oh, you used to be part of a group before. You used to trade EU, GU. Just check them. Surprise, surprise. Trading DAX as well. Damn. And copycats. Peter, what did you take, Peter? Took gold sells yesterday. Where did you sell though? Don't tell me you sold on this bullish candle. You sold on this bearish candle, I hope. If you sold on this bullish candle, bro, you're gonna be banned from the group for 1 week. 1 week ban from the group. If you sold on the bullish candle. Because that's bullshit, bro. That's total bullshit. From the bearish candle. I hope so. You better. What did you do before trading a full time? That time I was young, man. Still in school. I did some internships and stuff. But no, I was still in school that time, bro. I don't know what to prove. See what GJ is doing. GJ moving up slowly but surely, trying to get back in our range. 1 hour time frame closed below that range, so be very careful. This isn't a top wick. Grab liquidity and continue down. Can you help review my trade in backtesting Discord channel? Of course, we can have a look at it. Let's see. Gonna have a look at the plans as well. So you took this buy. Did that close above? By 0.2 pips? Yeah, it's fine if it's somewhat closed above. Good bottom wick is what gave me the confidence here. What would give me the confidence is nice bottom wick here. If you didn't have that bottom wick, a bit iffy close, but the bottom wick makes it work. B is perfect. That's solid trade. I don't think that 15-minute resistance is a problem as long as this closed above, which you said it did by 0.02 pips. This is not a problem. You have enough space to here and you're going break even there. NY open as well. Yeah, good volume. Reaction zone. Yes. 15 sell. Okay. S2s. Maybe yes. Wanna sell. Good. Sell. Sell. Yep. Sells, okay. Pretty hard to imagine that a S2 sell will come from here, right? Yep. Up here, okay. Sell below. This sell, a little bit tough. Yep. You're considering buys above here as well. Second structure. I think that's a safer place to buy, yes. Didn't attach. Don't trust any set of 2-5 figure in that range. Alright. Yeah, not bad, boys. Seven minutes for this candle to close potentially. 1 hour and 30-minute close before the problem. I thought, what do you think? Was there 5-minute structure? If there was, I think that would be enough. Wow, it flipped back, huh? DAX flipped back. Man, and filled our range on flipping back. That's disgusting. That's disgusting to fill our range on it flipping back. How do you come to the decision to choose what pairs to trade? It's quite simple, to be honest, to choose what pairs you want to trade. You just see what's going to suit your session first of all, and you want pairs with high volume. That's the basic things. Good volume and suit your session. So it's like, I'm not going to be trading USD CAD during the London session, or NASDAQ, or US 30. It's not, it can work, yes, but I prefer to trade those in US session, make more sense. Guess I'm fine then, yeah, especially that the close above happened. So yeah. My rugby team out here caught up, beat a team we've never beat before. So big up door, let's go, bro, let's go. So in Asia you trade AJ? No, but you can trade what you want. But I mean, that would be not a bad pair to trade in Asian. You get what I'm saying? Is EU a good pair? It doesn't have much volatility. It has volatility. It's just more about, look, EU has good volatility. It's just the ranges are smaller, but so is the stop loss. Like in EU, you can have like a 3-4 pip stop loss, man. Brokers normally offer 0 spread on EU as well. Was there no real entry for that DAX move? No, there wasn't an entry. Your entry would be a 5 closing below, but news came, news dumped, pumped, and then this next candle just dumped. There's nothing you can do about that. Unless you pressed sell before the news, but that's a little bit of gambling, I would say. It's not gambling, but it's a gamble that you won't get stopped out before with news. I would definitely be scared in news when it pushed down and then started to flip back up. That would be like, oh shit. Still have this range below here, 15 to sell. 5 is a little lower though. All right, let's do some Bitcoin analysis here, guys. Bitcoin analysis. So what we got? So this box here, very important box I had. Daily candle resolving a close below here. Really gonna entertain targets towards this 74 level here. You know, this is where we look, maybe 73, 74, right? 73, 974. Short-term bounces, potential bounce here at the 773. Somewhere around this type of zone here should be a small 4-hour consolidation. Yeah, you know, potential bounces right here at about the 77 level. Even a potential short-term bounce where we are right now is somewhat a potential here. We would see how 1 hour does that, but bearish down till about maybe about the 74s eventually. From there, I do expect a bounce. We come back, look at it from the bounce. Ideally, not ideally, but yeah, this is the resolution towards the top of the range here. Weekly candle looking like it wants to close very strong bearish here. We're seeing monthly candle also resolve with a very heavy bearish candle. So that level there, about the 71s, could be a zone. Now, if things want to get a little bit tricky here and we want to see some zones of interest, would be around the 50k level here, 55s. The 55 levels is honestly where I would expect a very decent range consolidation wink to form, right? And then possibly come back to it after that. But you know, I think this is a potential good opportunity to potentially see a bear market start to play out on a GJ short term here back into lower levels. But in saying that, it's all going to depend on that 74 level here, what type of price action we can form from that level before looking at targets, right? Before looking at targets. Macro wise, it's tough to argument a bear market. Yeah, but what do you consider a bear market? And this is where people get short-sighted, right? You know, like this is a bear market. This was a short-term bear market. So is this going to be a bear market for sure. 20% retracement is a bear market. Yeah, I mean, this is how messed up people are in crypto. This has been a 26% retracement and they're all still super bullish. It's like, brother, just dump 26%. You retrace the whole breakout move we had. It's almost been retraced, the whole breakout move. You know, and people are just so bullish that they forget that this is a pullback opportunity. You know, yeah, exactly, bro. You said 30-40% historically. We're not far from 30-40%, bro. Bring us down into these 70 levels, that 30%. That's considered a bear market, you know? So what I'm saying is that we're going to see some of this. Maybe consolidation, maybe sweep down here. You know, this is what I would expect. You want to see that. Otherwise, you'd have 5 to 6 bear markets in a bull run. Yeah, but what I'm saying is we see maybe 6 months downside consolidation is potential here. You know, something like this. Very, very, very opportunity to have something like this. Looks very similar. You know, and I said short-term bear market, so it's not a long-term bear market. Would be like a top. This is a long-term bear market. This whole thing here is a bear market. From here, people say, oh, we're bull market again. This is a bear market. This was just a bull trap. So that doesn't mean we can't make a new high in this bear market, but eventually lead into lower prices. See how gold closed here. No top wick yet, typical. So I'd like to see a top wick here. Very important. Good liquidity grab. Let's see what type of range we're dealing with here. Dealing with about 28 for 27. It's enough to get break even. Like I don't think that's... It's okay in my eyes. It's okay in my eyes. But I need a top wick, man. You take this with a top wick, good top wick, yeah. Now it's made a new low. The problem with this low is the low has tapped the 5-minute almost. I'd kind of wanted to use that as a watch zone. Problem still, if we take break of lowest low now, we've lost quite a few pips here. Now our range becomes, at 22 is still not too bad. It's still not terrible. I hate when it does this. It makes it complex though. It makes it complex, it does. Now our stop is 32 pips though, huh? $17 pips BE. Yeah, it's enough for B, but we want profit. SL above range or previous 15? Above range would definitely not be worth it. How concerned are you looking at the 5-minute strong? I am concerned. I am definitely concerned about it. Thoughts on BTC? Man, we just did an analysis on BTC. If you rewind the stream by maybe 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, you see the analysis on BTC. Problem is, if we look for a close below here, we're making the range really small. It's a very tough decision. Ideally, you get the top wick, enter on the flip, and then we can use this as a watch, right? Instead of having to be in the situation where we have to enter at the support. Sucks to enter at the support. So ideally, we just had this make a top wick. We enter when it obviously flips and breaks the low. Breaking the low will give us like 6 pips to here, and then we see what happens in 6 pips. At least we're in profits. Now what do I do? Now what do I do? I don't know, man. It's big risk now. We're putting 35 pip stops here for 18 pip target. Let's go, Harry, add the sell stop. Maybe we can gamble it a little bit, see if we can get volume. Wait for close. You're still gonna run 35, 36 pip stop loss. You know, you're still gonna run that stop loss. You can't avoid running this stop loss because it's tough to put an earlier stop loss. Like I said, we wanted to open top wick and then do that. This would have been much easier. It's a very tough scenario. You know, even 5-minute pullback will be late. You just have to gamble it like from now. Take the negative risk to reward. If it reverses from here, you lose. Like that's the point. You don't know. It can reverse from here right now or it won't. If it reverses, you lose. If it doesn't, you're okay. So you take the gamble. That's your choice. It's tough. But I really want to top. Look, as I said, if we had top wick first, it would have been an easy trade because we wait for top wick, breaks the low. We can use this as watch 6-7 pips away. And what would have it done? It would have pushed through. We would have been fine. Rebreak of the lows is a liquidity grab. That's the risk. Yes, that's the risk. 5-minute has closed below. It's good probabilities. Another way we could get in. Another way we could get in is actually for this 5 to pull back into here. Retest here and I can sell back down. Relying on the 15-minute confirmation. That's one way I can get back in. You know, then I don't need to now take this trade here with you know, 13 pip target and a 40 pip stop loss. Would you aim for, it wasn't aim, I think it had a good enough stop loss to begin with, but if it's not gonna have my confirmation of top wick, there's not much I can do. Unless you enter here, break of this lowest low now, but again, you're still running 35 pip stop loss. You really needed to break the lows to make profit. Needs to break through these lows to make profit. Similar to DAX, when we close below this 5, no top wick, break low, I personally close if it comes back to entry. Would you agree? I wouldn't take that position, so I wouldn't even consider that. I'm at B. Well, I would have stopped you out on this position here if you're at B, but that's not a bad idea. As a study, I mean, it's based on the situation. So in this situation, yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but that's really based on situation. Like, you wouldn't do it in this situation anyways. Because there are times where you should just hold that. It's no problem. Like, if you were in from up here and it broke the low and reversed, that wouldn't be an idea for me to be like, oh shit, get out. You know? It's a shame, man. It's been like this week. Always one thing. And you don't want a FOMO trade, you know? especially on the last day of the month. But like I said, you know, some people don't mind for more trading, but it's gonna bite you long term, I can guarantee. Once the 5-minute created top wick is a bad position enter, but it kind of reached that target, you know. So you're now gambling, is this 5-minute support going to be relevant or not? You don't know till it closes below. Once it closes below, like this is valid. You can take this trade break of the low. The problem is your stop loss sucks here, man. 39, 40 pip stop loss. It's really shit, you know. It's really shit. But the whole position made sense from the beginning. It's just I didn't get a top wick to be able to push through to this zone and see what happens. I had to take the risk selling at this zone, which I know if I lose this trade, it's going to be because of that. And like I said, it's 50-50. You kind of say, okay, today it pushed through, but the other day I take it, it's going to reject this 5-minute, I'm going to be stopped out, you know, immediately. It's pissing off though, it's being like this. And that's what I mean. You just take the option if you want to take it. It's a personal choice. So congrats to those who took it. It worked out. Nice one, nice one. Very clean move here. Easy trade. Easy trade if you managed to get in. It was actually very nice to you. Didn't even give any headaches. Not even 1-minute pullbacks. I mean, one here, but this is not really making you sweat, this one here. Really not making you sweat, I would say. Still looked good. So that's smooth. That was a very smooth move to fill that plan. Zone I planned. And yeah, very nice. TP hitting gold. Good, good. Yeah, if this volume comes in now, this thing should just this shit should just keep melting. It looks very good, you know. Took it closed. Where did you take it from? Which one did you take? 5-minute close you took? 40 pip stop loss? Close at 0.R, but we're at target. Yeah, but you don't see rejection from target, so no need to close. Just because we're at target doesn't mean that it can't keep pushing. So look for rejection from target. Then look to, okay, fine, price rejecting target. Like, look at 1 minute. You're very, very smooth here. Like, 1 minute candle closing bullish, okay, maybe close. But look, you get all this extra, you know? So just hold when you see that. I took based on 15. It was great. If you had a top wick or if you could get in, I really wanted this trade myself desperately. I'm the one who called this trade. I'm the one who planned this trade. This is exactly what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Top wick here to get to here and see what happens. I'm not putting everyone in the position to lose a trade, and I'm the one to blame when it loses, when it rejects here. So I definitely said it was an option if you want to take it. For me, I'm probably going to go on the safer side, but it's been a great push here. Been a great push, 40 pip push. It's a shame, but that's how it is, you know. Like I said, this was a nice option you guys could have taken, and that was the trade you basically would have taken like this. I'd say it would have to be straight through here, so you're just looking for it to break through these lows like that. Then stop loss above here about 33 pips, break even at the lows here for 20 pips, and it did give you a nice 1-to-1 eventually here, clean 1-to-1 actually. And this is what I mean still. You see how you can look how easy this is to hold. You see? You don't have to do anything. You just hold and see what happens. Just because it hit target, you don't see reaction from target. You know? And if it rejects and you don't get a chance to close, you are negative risk to reward anyways. So it's not going to make a massive difference. You're negative risk to reward anyways. So this is very nice. Congrats to those who caught, who wanted to give that option. Not going to put people in a riskier position like this to reject these lows one more time. Go up. We'll play it safe on my side here, but I'm happy to call these positions for you guys. Free signals. Free signal Friday. Lucky, lucky. Gold is going down. Yeah, I said if volume comes in, it will be a great position here. which it has come down here. Nice volume, very good. My account went to full TP, good. Thanks for the trade, no problem. You executed on it, that's what's important. Yeah, that's going to be the move of the session for gold. I got 1-to-1 but didn't quite secure a 1-to-1 because I got greedy. I think depends where you took it, man, because you should definitely be past a 1-to-1. This is almost a 1-to-1.5. So I don't think you can be greedy. It's not like there was a massive rejection. If you're trailing on 1, now you finally got a 1-minute rejection. So anything breaking that high, you can close like that. Then that's not greed. You just try to squeeze as much possible out of it. If you just want to keep holding and see if this can make a lower high and then put your stop loss above structure, then yeah, you can trail. I did not take it, but ain't sad. Yeah, if you wanted to take it, you could take it. Already took profits. Nice. Yeah, I don't think you have to try. If you're going to leave a runner, you can leave a runner. But really on higher time frame, we're at target. So it's not really the best runner position. But you never know. But, you know, I think this is a... Personally, it's a position... This is a position for me. I close full on this type of position here. Close full because we're at higher time frame targets. DJ doing the same thing with the bottom wick here. $30-minute looks very unhealthy. You got 3 pips slippage, so stop loss went to 40 pips. I think even with 3 pips slippage, you get 1-to-1 here, right? 40 pips. 47 we saw. 46 should be enough. Should be enough. Should be enough. Discipline, long-term profitability is really important to me. Would rather learn the extra confluences you teach, Harry. Really important. Yeah, it's just based on your month's position. I mean, I just really wanted, like, I mean, I could have given it a shot half risk, but I was trying to decide what was a better way to get in. Nice top wick on this candle. No bottom wick as well. This could be like a secondary option here. Quick scalp on the flip. I have to be fast if I do this. Let me see what is stop. Current candle high stop. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna be fast enough here. Which is that? I had DAX lot size open, so not enough time to calculate here. But the flip here looks alright actually. Actually, we can wait for 5 close as well. I just saw that 5 structure there, right? Yeah, that could work. I would have probably got out once I saw it reflip. I would have lost a couple of pips here. 5 pips in profit, and then what? Yeah, probably would have lost 2 pips there if I tried that. Good, I was not fast enough. Let's see what DAX is doing. DAX is making a retracement here. 1 hour tapped, 30-minute didn't close back in range, 15-minute closed bullish below range. We have a new 15-minute support here now, but we're making lower highs and lower lows. I wonder if this is going to be enough to send DAX down. 5-minute, strong 5-minute close. Not closing as strong as I wanted it to. Actually, it might do. I'm gonna see if this can close strong here. We'll see. You know what DAX is like last 30 seconds. Looking for basically 5-minute lower high. $26, $24 to here. It's enough to get break even. If it breaks through, it's good. But I needed stronger bearish, like where my mouse is closing back inside the range here. I don't trust it. 6 seconds. It's not giving me that close I wanted. It's important to wait to close to see how that closes. Like, that's a massive difference. I know it doesn't seem like it, but really a candle closing like this in a difference of something like this. Let me draw it for you guys. A candle like this compared to a candle like this is a massive difference. This type of candle is showing me continuation. Closing below this range, closing back below this as well. This I will look for a sell to continue down and potentially finish the move like this in one go. But just the fact of the candle closing something like this is drastically changes the trade, guys. Why? Because not only do you see a rejection wick from the downside, you're seeing it close back inside this range, you're seeing it respect this range. So look at that. Just from how the candle closes, it's completely 2 different scenarios. So when people ask me, Harry, why do you wait for candle closes? Because that's the difference that a candle close can make. Not only if it's above or below, but look at the fact of just the way it closed, how different it makes the trade. Because when you take this trade, the initial trade, let's say it was to close nicely, you can see the result. You can see how that candle close led into upside instead of downside. Okay? Which doesn't mean that if this was to close deeper it would happen, but there'd be higher probability. We trade off probabilities and statistics, right? So with this candle closing below something like this, the probabilities you have now is you have, obviously we made a low here, we're respecting highs. Every time we go up, we're making lower highs on 15-minute. We're doing all of this stuff. So what can we see here? We can see that price basically is creating resistance, closing below previous range, closing below 15-minute range, double closes below, right? This is going to give you confirmation with everything else. Now, if we change it to this candle scenario, where we have this weak candle here, yes, we have 15-minute going down, we have 5-minute going down, but now we have 5-minute rejecting something, closing back above this resistance from the past that we can see multiple rejections from, and closing back above its most current range that we closed inside of. So those 3 factors are enough to cause the trade to fail more often than not. And that's where problems become. You know? So when someone says, yeah, but Harry, I got a bearish candle close, doesn't setup 2 mean candle closing bearish, breaking the low is an entry? In hindsight, yes. But where it closes and how it closes is just as important, because that will drastically change probabilities. So you might be super patient person and then last minute you lose patience and you enter on something like this and then that's the one that caused you to lose. So GJ finally made its bottom wick here. Seeing that come in GJ. Looking pretty weak if you ask me, GJ. Looking pretty weak. I'm upset about that gold, man. It's a bummer, man. This has made me feel like a little bit like sick, like ugh. Especially when you plan that. Then I'm always sitting here and considering myself like that has to be half risk then high, right? At least. But of course, when it plays out, you feel like that. But before you're hesitating. You know? Anyways, can't change that now. So this is where it's a really tough part of a trader because now you technically have a setup 1 here. But this is another one of my rules. You miss best position of the day. And this is where there's a fine line. Like, was that actually the best position of the day? Because now we are closing below the range. You have 5-minute structure forming. You know? It could give something, but who knows? Took the position at 0.5 risk. Yeah, that's my contemplation. I probably should have given that. Not being that relaxed about it and be more aggressive. I don't know. It's... Yeah, 15-minute looks like might close strong. DAX is interesting here. We actually potentially can create a higher low now from this low, but we're also still creating lower highs and creating lower lows. So it's creating some form of range. So the realistic thing is until we break, I'd say this low or this high here, that is when we're going to get a confirmation of what direction it really wants to pick here. In saying that, can counter trend buys make sense today? Interesting. You know, that would be the decision. Can I trust counter trend buys above here? Honestly, prefer not to because of bias. So hopefully it doesn't put me in that situation where I have to make that decision. Hopefully it makes it for you. Keep you safe. 30-minute support on gold, not important. Let's have a look, bro. Oh yeah, we have a support here. I didn't notice that. Yep. Problems. Definitely. So your range would be below the 15 to the daily support. Wow, GG ended up going. What was the candle that did it? 1 minute? How long till the 15 close? Ah, no bottom wick candle did it. Ah, it can still flip. I'm very surprised GJ ended up re-breaking the high. It's not moving much though. What stops is 18, 7. You have 18 to there. Wow. Look at that. DJ is wild, man. Wild on how it's being able to look like when it has volume and when it doesn't. This range is a fucking magnet. It's insane, this range. It's like there's sometimes no volume and then all of a sudden it comes. And like this, you know, like it's just shit. Hello. Shit. All consolidation. 30-minute looks like it's rejecting, 30-minute is closing weak, and then volume comes. Or it doesn't come. Now, how would I have entered that? I guess just hold through the drawdown on the first position, but the first position had no bottom wick, so how do you enter back on that? You delete your buy stop, because why do you delete your buy stop? 5-minute opens, no bottom wick, so you delete your buy stop. That's terrible. Yeah, GJ is full. This almost looks like news. DAX buys? Sure, let's just buy DAX, why not? Let's see, when it just closes, we'll buy if it makes bottom wick. See what happens, give it a shot end of month. Counter bias and counter trend, hope for the best. We'll try it. For fun. Put like $600, $700. BOE is still speaking, I think. Yeah, we're gonna see, you know, financial juice a little bit delayed. Yeah, this is what he said at 42. So I'm guessing this would be it. The range of possible outcomes has increased, but you know, this is not really helping us to understand what possible outcomes. But yeah, you are right, someone is speaking. We have French CPI here, which can affect actually DAX. I want to see if French CPI affects DAX because DAX sometimes front runs it. Definitely a news type move on GJ, not really a normal move. Oh, there's the news move. Gold S3 sitting at support though. We have this 15-minute support here. So I prefer to see a 5 close below that support. Just to prove to me it can get below that support and not reject it again. So then you have that double confirmation, especially selling the lows. Alright, today being last day of the week and gold is falling so much for the week, don't you see profit booking and gold moving up a little bit for the day? It's hard to call lows like that, you know, it's hard to close lows. Definitely from daily support, you know, would be okay for a bounce, but you know what I mean? It's definitely hard to call and say it's going to be a low. You don't know with gold, can still keep selling off here, at least maybe back to that daily support. Once it taps daily support, then I'm going to be very sketchy selling gold once it taps the daily support. I'm gonna see how that daily looks on my broker, just because it's a very important point today, so I want to see how that looks on the broker, the daily support. Yeah, we still have room on the broker to it as well, but once it taps that, we're very close. DAX move is from French CPI. So numbers coming back less than expected. Less inflation, typically better. So they're expecting Germany to probably have better numbers, potentially. An aggressive gold sell would be close below here, selling the lows. I took that GJ trade without the waiting for the bottom wick. Now I feel bad even though it ended up profitable. It's okay. Let's see where you put stops though. You had a pretty good stop, you know, to survive the bottom wick, but you would have to hold quite a bit of drawdown in that, right? You had to hold quite a bit of drawdown. I mean, it's just a factor there. Like, I've been caught out so many times not waiting for wicks that I just always wait for it. Like, it's one factor out of many. Like, there's definitely a time in my trading where I didn't care about it, but it became enough of a problem where it actually started making me unprofitable not to wait for bottom wicks. Now, doesn't mean, like, how many trades we've seen go without bottom wicks, without top wicks. Like today, both gold and GJ did it. So today would be a winning day, but it also works both ways. But people are always going to remember the times it worked out and they couldn't enter, but they won't remember the time that it didn't have a bottom wick and failed. You don't go to a chart, right? When you go to a chart, what's the first thing you guys see at a chart? The first thing you guys see at a chart is all the positions that you missed, right? Let's say you come in the morning or it's the first time you're looking at the chart. The first thing you notice is, this is all the positions I missed today. This is all the positions that I was not there for, right? That's the first thing you notice. You don't look at, these are all of the positions that failed today. That's not what you notice, but that's important because maybe that's why the markets are so dangerous, because you always see the opportunity, but you don't see the stuff that would have caused you to fail. But when you trade, you experience the stuff that caused you to fail. And then you get confused. You get super confused. Like, shit, why is that happening to me? Yeah, this news pushed up DAX nicely. I can see it 360s now. Wow, great. I mean, we're definitely in ranges now where if DAX wants to just keep going up for the day, I mean, it can do two things here. If it wants to retrace, it has big range to retrace. If it wants to keep going up for today, we have range as well to keep going up. Both direction, it has the range. No wick is okay in a time of volume following trend. No wick is not okay when bias is mixed. You take a trade against trend because you can be caught out in a fake move. You just need to be selective. Yeah, but I'd say today in GJ was very hard to choose that because of the range we've been in GJ. Plus you're buying the highs of the day today on GJ. You really look at 30-minute, looks very dangerous here. Like if you run a simulation and you go and experiment when 15-minute when 30-minute candles get weaker, it's actually a higher probability of the next one reversing than it is of the next one continuing. Alright, could you please talk about the benefit of us closing a trade manually without TP? It's pretty straightforward. First reason is sometimes it will tap actual target on the chart, but spread won't trigger your TP and it will reject from target, but spread wouldn't have triggered your TP. Like, even though, let's say you put a TP right here at this wick, and there was a line at this wick, which was your TP. This looks like TP tapped, right? And then price rejected like this. But because of spread, it never triggered your TP. So guess what happens? You lose out on profit. Whereas if you visually see a tap TP and you press X, it's good. Second opportunity is you give it a chance to push through. Because why would you say no to extra money? Like, it annoys me more if I just see price blast through my TP. It's like I could have just held that. You know, so many times where I can just keep holding past TP. So for me, it's huge opportunity like that. Just gonna go toilet, come back, guys. These last 2 days can, you know, there's like 2 or 3 things that's breaking my plan, making it hard for me to enter. But in these last 2 days, I would have won the trades. But these times make you forget about how many times we've come in clutch from me following my plan. Okay, so there's 2 trades that I could have taken by breaking small parts of my plan that would have won. But I can remember off the top of my head, and I want you guys who watch stream regularly to try recall the amount of times that following my plan has saved. Countless, you know, and that's the difference. But these times will make you forget. You break the plan, you lose, or you win in these 2 days, which is gonna be even worse. It's worse to win breaking your plan because it gives you false confidence. False confidence is the biggest profit eater in the market. I've lost so much money from false confidence, you know, but no one will remember the times that we were saved from these same scenarios. Everyone's focusing on what's happening now. Like, no one will give me the respect for that, or to see the respect of how a strategy will protect you. You'll forget. But I can remember even last week about 4 or 5 times I remember one stream we avoided 4 losses in a row because of just that. But you won't remember that because that's how it's designed. It's designed like that, and ultimately it's designed for, you know, to make you fail. Right, and that's the point that's going to make you fail in it. What about selling, GJ? I mean, it's not crazy. You know, you do have previous daily. You just need the confirmation for those sells, which would be like a candle closing bearish first, and a change of structure on a 5 would be preferred, just to prove to you it's not a higher low. Last thing you want to do is sell a higher low and get cooked. It is wrong to say no one. It is wrong to say what no one, but let's just say majority, we could say, I'm pretty sure. Including me, when I started, man, I would forget about all the times that I would be protected. I would just be frustrated at a move, and then I would try to find a way in and take that all the time. I would take that all the time. You know what I mean? And then I'll start losing again. Like, it's so easy to lose in this market. Like, it's easier to lose than it is to win. So you have to put in more effort to try win than to lose. And the crazy thing, you want to hear something crazy, is I had that thought. I'm like, it's much easier to lose in trading than it is to win. So if it's easier to lose in trading, let me try purposely lose and have an opposite running so that it would win. And guess what happened? I started winning purposely trying to lose. Try it. Right now, Alexi. Try on a demo account to purposely lose. I'm interested to see what happens. Try it. That's what I mean. Yeah, but when you begin trading, right, you lose, right? Yeah, but when you try to do that purposely, it doesn't work. When you purposely try to lose, it doesn't work. DAX 4 minute, I mean not DAX, gold 15 closed here below. We have a wick fill here. What value? No value. It's just to say that even when, you know, you have to just find something that works and focus on it. Only thing concerns me is this support, man. It's gonna push through it, isn't it? Yeah. yeah. Fuck's sake. Why does there have to be a support there? Can't there just be nothing there, please? Just let me trade freely. And today I should just really, I think I'll make money if I just FOMO today. Let's see the open here on DEX. Fuck's sake, man. It's taking liquidity. What's your thoughts in this moment? It has, but it's actually respecting that support. Like this could close bullish, 5 is respecting the support now, so it's just following what my rules said it should do. If it closed below the support, I don't know, it could actually be a wick fill here potentially. Gonna see in about a couple of seconds, not seconds, but yeah, 50 seconds. If it closes below or not. Closes below, makes a nice top wick. You could have a wick fill here on the 5. Enter on the flip, reflip of the 15 basically. Stop above key level, I would put 4-hour support there as well. Aggressive trade, but today aggressive trades seem to be working, so I have to just follow with that, right? Wrong. I did close below. Let's see the top wick now. Send a big top wick. London opened 6 minutes ago? Correct. Correct. A good top wick here. Yeah, if it flips here, I'll take a sell. Half risk. $18 pips top loss? I think it's 20 pips. With spread, it'll be about 20 pips, right? Yeah, 20. Needs to flip in 2 minutes though. Needs to do some business. Otherwise, I have to wait for the 15. Next close will be the 15. 15 can close below as well. Same wick fill. Yes, looks like it's gonna close bullish here. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete my sell stop here. It's about 40 seconds left until the new open. No point, especially with this bullish pressure I'm seeing. Even if it was to flip, I would be scared it's a liquidity grab. I thought this 1 minute as it started to reject here, it would be the start of the candle about to flip. We were only around 8 pips from flipping. That's why I wanted to get my sell stop in. But now I just want to see this candle close. Probably I want the 15 now. 15 could change structure. If this was a bullish bias, I would buy that. Or mixed bias, I would buy that 15 change of structure. We also took the, I mean, I'm considering counter trend here might not be crazy. We'll see how the 15 closes. Very close to daily. Might not be crazy. If we would tap daily, it might not be a crazy idea. Yeah, the only thing that interests me is like how we took liquidity from this low here. You know, this is where we found all our previous lows. Especially with the change of structure. That's what gives me the confidence would be a change of structure. And like a 5-minute close above. Key level as well would be a close above key level. It's not crazy. I'd say it's a little bit more on the riskier side, but could be a short. DAX creating some structure. There could be some more continuation buys, or we can see the change of change of structure for sells. Keep in mind the sells might come through. You don't need to call the bottom here. We don't need to, but if it shows us, could give it a shot. $15 close in 3 minutes as well. Leave a good rejection. Wow, pushing down heavy here without any close. 1 minute close below is going to be the start of that. So impulsive these last few days. Wow. This is where you just kind of feel lost because you don't. DAX this week is wild, no valid entries. Yeah, you kind of just have to pick a direction and go. You had some valid entries this week? Are you talking? Yeah, there were valid entries, but more London session. It was a little bit tough. Not the whole week. He only trades London session. Most of the valid entries actually came NY because NY was actually a little bit slower, gave 5-minute closures, enough for you to get an entry. But London has been very impulsive with no closures. It's kind of just been like break back in the 15, take a sell. Or break through 1 minute structure, take a sell. You can't even wait for the 1 minute close. Like the 1 minute close is late. You know? Yeah, gold could close the 15 below here. Could have a 15 wick fill as well. We would just need a top wick, right? On the new 15. Break off the 5-minute low, fill the wick and potentially continue. Stop could go in the same place. Let's see, man, if it closes below or not. You don't want it much deeper than this, if I'm being honest. Need a bottom wick on the new 15, it will have one. Wow. Pretty deep. I need a bigger wick. It's 28 pips for... it's not enough time, man. It's not, I can't make the decision like this. It's just not enough, man. I just can't make a fucking decision like that fast. Last minute coming down. I have to just FOMO press sell, man. I have to just FOMO press sell. I can't make a decision that fast, man. I can't even measure. It's not even worth it, man. 28 for 12. I don't know, you know. What am I... Oh, man. Fuck's sake, man. You have to go so fast, man. Harry, you look like you need a day off. You're not quite your usual self. I'm just feeling quite ill, man. I woke up quite ill from yesterday to today. I'm just really, like, my head is doing me in. Woke up with a sore throat. It just annoys me when I get sick, you know. You just feel, you know, ill. You know what I mean? You just feel ill, and it's like, ugh. I just hate when I was like almost getting sick, and then, you know, it's how it is. But we have weekend tomorrow. That's why I said I'll show up today in case thing, and then I rest over the weekend. You know. That's what I said to myself. Any opportunities, then I'll come show up. I always regret trading when I'm sick. I'm pretty disciplined trader, man. Even when I'm sick, it just makes me short-tempered. It's just been like this for the last few weeks. Not few weeks, few days. I can't even think straight. And it's just annoying because I plan everything to the last minute, and then it just happens like this, you know, and it really annoys me because it making really small wick, and it's like I'm planning everything to the last minute. Like, I'm here to get paid, you know, and it annoys me because I get so much backlash for this, you know. I get so much backlash. So it annoys me when I just can't get in like that, you know. Like, base it on 15, yeah, but 37 pips, 20 pip, it's pushed already, and it looks good. Like, there's volume still. It's just super annoying, man. It's really annoys me when that happens, like, because I plan for it. It's supposed to pay me, and it just, like, you have to just go so fast, man. Like, I have to be actively, maybe I'm a bit slow because I'm not feeling well, like, and maybe I'm not as hyped and like ready to go, and I could have get in fast. But I promise you guys are not getting in that, because you guys are not going to be able to calculate risk. So there's no chance you guys are getting in that. I'm not going to FOMO in with a, you know, fat lot size. Get some vitamin C. I know why I'm sick. A couple of, like, 2 weeks ago, I stayed up till like 5 a.m. doing something, and I woke up again at 7, and then I worked that full day, and then I've been going hard in the gym. So then that pushed down my immune system, since I'm normally very good with sleep, but I was just super busy that day. Another day I was up, I think, till like 2 or something. I'm very disciplined with sleep. So the minute I fuck up my sleep, it affects me heavily, my immune system, and then boom, I'll get sick. I'm also seeing something going around, international cold. Yeah, it's all you guys bring it into here. What will happen when you get kids is why you grind hard now, man. And that's different. It's different than working at 5 a.m. in the morning when you're up from 6 a.m. in the morning. 6 to 5 is rough. You know, 6 a.m. to, it's almost 24 hours, bro. I mean, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. to 5 a.m. almost 24 hours straight working. But it had to be done, you know. We have clean candles here on the 5 minutes, so we could get a continuation play here. We're going to see about that. How long? 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 40 seconds. Let's see. Like it's a truth of trading. Like sometimes you miss your executions, you know. Sometimes you just miss your executions. Like it happens, and that's what sucks. But it's a part. Like that's a real thing of trading that people don't really explain. Is that sometimes you can plan everything but miss your execution. How many people have missed their executions, right? I'm sure you've missed your execution before. Happens, you know. Counter trend on DAX, counter bias, but the trend is kind of still, it's kind of been bullish for the session so far, the trend. But it is counter bias, yeah. But we've really broken out this range, so I'm allow myself to look for buys in this type of scenario. I'm still not off the sells. It's quite simple now. Sells below, buys above. Buys above, sells below. How do you use Samsung S25? Nah. What is S25? I remember when I used to have a Samsung S7 back in the day, man. Have they reached S25? But they haven't gone up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or have they? Really? They've built 25 phones? Like that? 20 phones? See if this closes above here. Can it close above resistance? Yes or no? Yes or no? 40 seconds. Can we close? Can we close? Can we close? Looks like we might close above. Or not. I'm gonna reserve my opinion to the last minute because can she do it, or is it gonna be extremely tough for me today? Oh man, really not making my life easy, huh? Really not making my life easy, man. Close below, guys. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it if it closes below. It will break my rules. I need something closing above. Next one can do it, but I can't break my rules there. It's a great sell, this, huh? This pissed me off. I'm pissed off. That's why I was so big. I'm pissed off twice. Like, this put me in a bad mood, this, man. This not giving me an entry here put me in a bad mood. And then I wait so patiently. I call this position perfectly. Talking about if we were to get in early, let it flip. It didn't flip. So we waited patiently for the close. We got the close, and then I missed the entry. Like, that's just pissing off, man. Like, that's annoying for me, man. You know? Because, like, there was nothing wrong with my plans today. Both plans played out exactly. And when you don't get paid for that, especially end of week, you know, bit tired, end of month as well, full month of trading and stuff like that, you know, you're a bit like, ah, shit. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, where are we in terms of LTAs? Oh man, now this is gonna push through resistance, isn't it? 2 minutes? I don't think we'll survive 2 minutes, will we? If it closes like this, I'm taking that trade. I agree, man. Nice 1 minute structure, but we need to survive 2 minutes, bro. Can we do it? Can we survive 2 minutes, you think? Because it'll also be the 15-minute close. It'll be quite nice. You get 15-minute and 5-minute. Both. SL will go below the 5, back inside the 5 range. What we need right now is the 1 minute actually to make structure. Then I'll be able to get a buy. If it pushes any more, fuck, it's really frustrating. The market's really testing patience. Really testing. Oh man. Still a wick fill though, still a wick fill. We didn't reach the resistance. In order to get a wick fill in this type of scenario, you do need a good bottom wick, which is unfortunate. I wouldn't trust it with a small bottom wick, even if it flew, because you know you're trying the wick fill and the wick is just getting smaller now. Last 20 seconds, you actually wanted to reject a bit more here. You wanted to reject a bit more. Just so we can get the wick fill. 30 is very close to target, you know. It's not even like a wick fill anymore, is it? It's just a normal candle close at the highs. Back when it was here, it was a wick fill. FOMO fill. That's a new one. There's so much momentum today. The only thing I can see is this 1 minute close like this. You take the next one, makes a bottom wick. You take it, break of high. Watch it not make a bottom wick. I mean, it's the only thing I can see right now, like that. Yeah, this is it. Would stop below here, 17 points. Yeah, I was not prepared for it though. Just saw it right now, so I'm not gonna be able to catch that. I know it's gonna frustrate me if I try to prepare. You'd be break even now. Your entry would be here. Try get a 1-to-1. Yeah, I would have been stop break even anyways. I have Nokia G20 phone. That's why I'm learning Forex trading to make money for a new phone. Yeah, I think you need to focus on the skill, man. Focus on making not a new phone. Focus on making income first, and then you'll be able to buy that. Then you'll be able to buy that. What's GJ doing? Yeah, GJ is also pushing hard here, man. At 4-hour resistance. Oh, this is previous one. Current one is here. What tool you use to measure? It's a tool on the side here. It's called measurement tool. Tradingview just call it measure. Hi, the candle at 8:15 for me. Was a good setup on GJ. Yeah, we're speaking about it, but it opened no bottom wick. At 33 minutes into London session, time to tell YouTubers bye-bye. Yeah, we're gonna say. Raja, impulsive entry, go. Yeah, if you want to follow his impulsive entries, it's your choice. You can follow what strategy you want to use, guys. Never, you know, just make sure that you're achieving the results you want to achieve and on the right track. And that's it. That's all that matters. It's your journeys as well. Keep that in mind. Don't let anyone tell you that what they do is the best. It's for you to find that out. 7 switches. Yeah, we spoke about, you know, that magic 7, eh, Alex? It's really a magic 7, that. Gold really pissed me off today. I was in a sell second opportunity, got out early, didn't trust it anymore. But that's my question. What made you did not trust it? That's key. That's key. What is the factor that made you not trust it? Is the leak in your trading there? That's the leak. Look, guys, I'm gonna call it here. I'm a bit frustrated at this session, and I think I'm gonna do something stupid soon. So I really don't want to do something stupid, and I don't want to try to ruin my month here. The only option I see right now, which I don't think is stupid, it's just gonna rely on volume, okay? But I'm not gonna sit here doing anything silly. Is if we see this form structure here and close above, it's a massive LTA here. It's actually very nice. DAX, you know, volume doesn't seem to always be a problem for DAX. I've seen many times these type of positions play out. So I really think that if structure forms and we close above, it is worth a shot. Just be aggressive, because if volume doesn't come and you start to see it die down, get out, because I don't think it's going to be worth holding, because we've had such a big push anyways. It's already risky buying after such a big push, but with such big LTAs, today could just be a day where DAX just trends. I mean, if you look at the DAX daily candles, see how this 4-hour candle is forming. Big 4-hour candle. There's no reason why I can't reach up here. DAX likes to do that. Look at the daily. When the daily wanted to close bullish, where did it reach? All the way up here. Like, it was a massive daily candle. So DAX can actually, you know, DAX can actually still continue, right? So it's not fully over. Just be careful of one news event that might be coming up here. Is coming up. And around, I saw it, but they look like they, oh yeah, here, 1255 unemployment rate. That's the only thing I would have to be worried about. Otherwise, it's good. Listen, my options were today on gold. I had first unlucky option, no top wick. That's fine, sat out of that. Second unlucky option was it just happened too fast for me to calculate. And that's just the honest truth. Nothing was wrong with my plan. Nothing was wrong with my analysis. Nothing was wrong with my entries. I even had entry confirmations there. It's not like I didn't get the entry confirmations. It was a matter of what was happening in the last few seconds was putting me off my original plan and making you have to adapt and kind of feel like you're forcing the trade, especially selling lows. Makes it tricky, ruins my execution. If I don't get to execute, I lose the trade. And that's fine. You know, at the end of the day, I'm calling this a bad week, but in reality, I made 2% this week. So for me to be at a stage in my trading where I call a bad week making 2% because I couldn't capitalize on the rest, I think is still a good thing. Although it's not the result, I always push myself to the max and I try to keep up of the expectations that were set by this industry and try to push myself harder every single day. But sometimes, you know, the harder you push yourself, the more you will fail. And it's not bad to fail, but it's bad to fail when you follow things that don't follow your rules and you know will keep you profitable long term. In the big scheme of things, I didn't lose anything, and I'm profitable for the week. And 2% a week is about 8% a month. 8% a month is definitely past many performance. That's 80% a year. You're not going to return every month 8%, but very strong, very, very, very strong. So, you know, to make 8% a month, like, you have to be proud of that, and that's averaging 2% a week. So to be honest, if you consider that, 2% this week would be on track to make 8% a month, right? So that's not bad at all. We have to consider that, right? We have to consider that and take that with a pinch of salt. Although on a day-to-day basis, things can feel slow, it's not really the same way like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna bite the bullet on this one. That's a nice setup 3, man. I like that, actually. Good liquidity grab. That's sick. Well done. You know, and I'm gonna show up tomorrow. We have a whole month ahead of us next month. Make sure to show up to streams. It's only gonna get better. And those who decide to hop off and quit, good luck on your journey following whoever you want to follow. Maybe someone more hype, but I promise you, you're always welcome back. And I would reconsider before you do that. So appreciate you all. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. All right, have a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys hopefully next month. All right, peace. Thank you all. Cheers.